voices inside my head. See voices behind the wall, uplifting the underdog. We fighting above the law.
Deep diving into these cases is like dancing with the devil. But when you dance with the devil doesn't change. He changes you.
Making sure the sound is okay. Hold on. There, maybe now. How about now? Can you hear me now? Hi, Heather. Hi, Patty. Selena, brown-eyed girl, if you're in here. Hey, hey, hey. Having my dinner right now. I gotta keep this off just in case, you know, customers come in or whatever. I'm sorry. How is everyone? Happy New Year. Happy New Year. I'm on my work. Well, I'm at work on my phone right now. I can't gift memberships, but in 2025 is the year where I'm going to be doing membership stuff for you guys. You can hear me good? Oh, perfect. Thank you, Heather. Thank you for being a mod over here. I've got a bunch of shows planned. I have so much to say about so much shit, you guys. I've been, you know, following along. I've just stayed silent for a bit, but no more. Hi, Sherry Lynn. No big deal. Happy New Year. Awesome. Or what's no big deal? Sorry for the chewing. Let me show you. So once in a while we order, like, it's HelloFresh owns it in Canada, but it's Chef's Plate. Okay, 1 second. I will be right back. Oh, your hair is so cute.
Oh, thank you. I feel like a disaster. You know how like your phone doesn't update? There they are. And then you're like, where the hell?
Where'd everything go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where I had a picture of like, what I wanted. But I do want
I love when people bring pictures for me.
well, like
Very
do I
helpful.
have it? I wonder. But do you have any CBD relief sticks like the wildflower?
Yeah, we have
I want 4 of them.
I have 2.
Okay.
Or let me make sure. Let's see. Oh, I can get you. You want 4?
Yeah,
They're
please.
$36.99 each. Okay, so I'll go in the back and grab you a couple more. So
Yeah, while I look a little bit.
okay, yeah. Well, you look there. Let me go grab you a couple. I'm gonna bring this with me so I know what I'm looking for. Huh? Okay, and I'm bringing you guys with me. Why not? Hi, Jess. Hi, Candace. Hi, Moon. Tammy Hayes. Sorry, it's been pretty slow except for when I start my shift, right? But that's okay. So I am looking for wildflower. Want the CBD cream for. There we go. I found them. Okay. So she wanted. How many did she want? Who is listening? How many CBD bombs did she want? 4. I believe it was 4. Okay. So got that. salts and cooling gels. Thank you for, yep, perfect. 4, and then the one I took back here to know what the fuck I was getting. All right, give me one moment. You're going in my pocket. I'll be right with you guys. You know, sis, Tammy, are you busy or do you want to join panel with me? Just in case I do have to go. It's up to you. Give me a minute. Talk amongst yourselves. All right. Find another picture. Oh, we're out of those.
Out of those.
Yes, we are. We have one. Not that flavor. What was in that one? Just the THC?
No, I think it was like,
Oh, that's CBD.
Yeah.
Do you mind THC or do you only like the CBD?
Well, I think it had like 1 milligram of THC.
Okay, so this is 4-to-1, so it's got a lot of the CBD, but it's each gummy has 2 milligram THC to it.
How big are the gummies? Oh, there's
Not
only
very,
6 in
just
there?
like a little gum drop. Yep, 5 gummies in here. And so each gummy will have 40 milligram CBD and 2 milligram THC per the gummy. But if you want just CBD, let me see. Let's see what else we got here.
Got anything on here that would be- That's it, babe.
Okay, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see
I
here.
don't know, like one time my husband had like a grape something, it came in like a package and it was similar. Like
Yeah,
what was 1 milligram of THC.
Our it's a debit
It's a Visa.
Visa. Okay. And those gummies, they're just a gummy. So if you even want to cut the gummy in half
Right,
as well, you can do that too.
Can I have a till receipt for that? Or
Yep,
you
I'm
have-
grabbing mine for you. Yep. There we go, in the bag for you.
Awesome. Mhm. Thank you.
Yes, have a good night. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. See, this is why I kind of don't like going live when I'm at work, but then if I don't, then I hardly see you guys. So just deal, you know? Hi, Eve. Good to see you. Hi, everyone. I have some exciting news to share. You guys know I've been following the Menendez brothers like a hawk, you know. So I told everyone I knew they weren't going to be out before Thanksgiving and Christmas of, 2024. I did have a dream though that they both were free in 2025. So, and now here we are in 2025. I don't think they'll be freed at the same time. So listen, I was gotten a hold of by people that, you know, are on the Menendez brothers teams, and they did ask if I would be willing to use my platform for giving truthful updates and following the trial and everything, and, you know, helping be a loud voice for them. And I said, absolutely, I would love to. They did offer $1,000 to do so. I said I didn't need that $1,000 because I was already, my heart is invested in the story already. We talked a little bit about my past and why I was drawn to the case to begin with. So, yeah, so they sent me a packet and stuff, and they're going to send me more information. So I'll have a lot of stuff to share with you guys. So give me one more minute. I'm sorry. Tammy, are you able to come up on panel with me? Hello. Just 1 gram. Is that a joint? No, just 1 gram of flour. Okay.
Easier than you memorize.
I love when you come in with the pictures. It's so nice. And here we go. Just the one for you? Just one. Okay. You're good for papers and everything?
Okay.
Okay, so it's 11:09. Would you like a copy of the receipt?
Yes, we can do things.
Oh, perfect. Okay. So, here. I got the receipt in the bag there for you. Oh, you also. How you doing?
Sure. Not the best person to do. This is a specific point.
Oh my fucking god. Okay, so hold up, wait a minute. I'm kind of glad I muted that, but then, like, I kind of wish I didn't mute so you guys could have just heard what fucking happened, but yeah. Whoo, Estevan, man. What the fuck? Ah. Hi, David. Hey, Wandering. Sorry, guys. So, yeah, this is why I don't like doing lives from work, but we're going to make it. We're going to make it. Okay. So, as I was saying, yeah, I know, no, I'm okay. So, I could tell she was a little under the influence, but I wasn't like for sure, because it also looked like maybe she just woke up. But she straight up just told me about how the cops pulled her over and she had 2 crack rocks there in her crack pipe, and they didn't take it from her, nothing. She just went to the tow yard and grabbed her shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, what Tammy, now I'm paying attention. Are you able to join the panel so that, if I do have to step away, we've got, you can talk to the people. If not, that's okay. So, yeah, so I'm going to be able to be updating you and, like directly from the sources. Okay, good. Let me get you the link. If I get out, I'll be right back, you guys. I'm sending Tammy the link. Okay, how's that? Can you guys still hear me? Good. Happy New Year, everyone. Okay, so yeah, so they sent me a file already that I've downloaded and started going through. So right now, you know, they want to try the butters. Sorry, I'm fucking eating. They want to try the brothers separately, which I can get behind, but I also don't love that, if that makes sense. Hi, Angel Girl. Tammy, thank you. Oh my gosh. I was going to show you guys, so my dinner here.
That you haven't gotten to eat yet.
Right, I'm eating it right now, so forgive my chewing, but it's really delicious. The girls made it in like the air fryer, so this is like not couscous, but not rice. I don't know what it is. And then some really good seasoned and flavored chicken, and there's a bunch of chunks of feta mixed in it.
Mhm.
It's really good with some spinach in there. Really, really stinking good. So I'm eating good at work.
And you're not very far from work, so they can bring it to you, can't they?
Yeah, Mark hopped in the truck and brought it over. I'm spoiled. What can I say?
That's all right.
Mm-hmm.
That's all right.
So, okay. So there's a little bit of, kind of shitty things happening in the Menendez brothers stuff going forward. I guess I'm not sure if it's the DA. See, this is why another reason I don't like doing it, because I can't really share my screen. Not really sure if it's the DA or what. But they have like 30 people. They have their mom's sister and family behind them, their dad's family. There's from my understanding, really only one person that doesn't support the brothers. They have everyone in the family, such extended family, and that's not usually seen or heard of in these cases, right?
I think it's like an uncle. Is it an uncle that does it? It's just one uncle, I think.
I think it is, yeah, and I think that he was wanting a lot of the money, if I'm not mistaken, on Jose's side, I believe.
Yeah, it's on Jose's side. Yeah, I think so
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Blessings to you also, Angel. Thank you. Hi, I am a horse. I am a horse nut. One could be free, but not the other. So, in my opinion, they both served the time, but I do feel that they are going to be a little harder on Lyle Menendez than Erik, simply because I think he's the one.
Yeah.
They would like to say he's the mastermind behind all this. However, I'm not sure if mastermind's the right, but they want to paint these fellows as monsters. Note the name of the show and having the brother's story on that show, knowing that new trials are going to happen. But it's terrible. I'm not sure how much we'll be actually able to show, but I'm going to cover them on Rumble as well, because they do let a little more stuff slide over there. And I think it's important that people see the truth, like the actual truth, the envelope of pictures the mom kept of both boys naked from not just a little kid, but into their teenage years.
Yeah.
Keeping pictures of these boys naked. Why? It's so messed up. Hi, Outdoorsy. Now, let me see here if I can. New twist in Menendez. Okay, let's see if I can.
And I don't feel like letting them out like they would be a danger to society in any kind of way.
No, I don't either. The threat to them was their parents. A lot of people think they killed their parents over money because they got something like 200,000 or 300,000. That is chump change compared to the 15 million that they were going to inherit.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't kill their parents for $300,000 when they had 15 million or something like that, between 15 and 19 million dollars that would be theirs. Their dad wasn't no spring chicken anymore either.
Yeah.
And they certainly wouldn't be spending the rest of their lives in prison.
No.
They did do some planning, Heather, but they didn't plan a lot. But when you're in an abusive and generational abusive family like that, there's obviously going to be some talk and some time that goes into it. But they sure didn't plan too well either, right? I mean, they would have to know. Let's see, what does this here, if I can.
Twist to the Menendez brothers case. The lawyer for family members wants the California Attorney General to take over the case.
He claims there's a conflict of interest now in the DA's office. Here's ABC's Stephanie Ramos with the details.
This morning, a significant development in the decades-long case of Erik and Lyle Menendez. Attorney Brian Friedman, who represents...
How's the sound? Can you guys hear that?
I can hear it.
Can you guys hear that all right? I'm MacGyvering it from work, so.
24 family members of Kitty and Jose Menendez.
Did you hear that? That's unheard of.
This morning, a significant development in the decades-long case of Erik and Lyle Menendez. Attorney Brian Friedman, who represents 24 family members of Kitty and Jose Menendez and supports the brothers' release, plans to file a petition to transfer their case from the Los Angeles District Attorney's Office to the California Attorney General.
It's Kitty's older sister. It's Jose's older sister. Those are the people that I'm really looking out for to have a voice in this process.
He argues a conflict of interest exists between LA's new district attorney, Nathan Hochman, and his appointee, Kathleen Cady, the newly named director of the Bureau of Victim Services. Cady recently served as the attorney for Kitty's brother, Milton Anderson, the only family.
So I forgot about this. That's right. So this is a hiccup. Yeah, they need to change the person on this. So I do believe they're going to try and have the trial done in a different
venue.
Different venue. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I do remember hearing that also.
And I hope that's granted. I'm not sure if it will be or if it has been. I do hope it will. I'd love to see what you read from cards on that situation.
I done the one reading on them, but I haven't done a second one since.
We should do another because you know what, they didn't get out at Christmas time, right? So and now they want to do the separate trials, which I understand, but I also don't understand. So we do risk separating the brothers some, and also risks Lyle, in my belief, getting more of a punishment. I can understand that if I'm being fair. But I think both have served their time. Like you said, their threat is gone. Gypsy Rose is running around out here with a whole baby now, and you know who's the baby daddy and all that mess. Like these men deserve to come on out. It's my understanding they have done things to continue bettering themselves. They have not fallen into the drugs and being pieces of shit. In fact, Lyle helps training with the dogs and that, and they try to help others and educate others, you know, and they know what they did was wrong and they don't want to see other young men follow in their footsteps and such. So I say let them out.
What's the reason in behind separating them for trial? They didn't do it the first time.
Well, that's my thing is I think they want to do it because I do think that they have it out a little more for Lyle than Erik.
They want to signal one out over
in my opinion. I sure do. I do.
They're probably hoping one
Hey,
to tell
Andy.
something on the other one. And
Andy, you were in Jordy Sue Brown's live the other day. You did good. You did good. We're gonna cover that in a couple days, and you're free to join. But anyways, to you and Becca, Happy New Year. It was good to see you having an adult conversation, even though the other side was high and drunk out of their fucking mind. But
how did he sit through that?
yeah, you know what? Because he's tired of the fuckery, and aren't we all? And you know, he's dead in the middle of it. Well, sorry, I didn't mean to use those words, but Jody Sue took and backpedaled on a lot that she's been throwing and slinging at Andy over the last 3.5 years. So I thought that was interesting. So we'll cover that at a different time. Andy, what do you know about the Menendez brothers? Do you know much about that? Yes, they did. They had 2 separate trials. Yeah, they did. They kind of did it separate, but also the same. So we're going to be going back and watching that stuff because, you know, we need to be reminded of how it went down. So we got to get started. So the email was suggesting I get started like within the next 2 weeks. So here we are. I wanted to let everyone know. And I'll show the email next live I do. I'll try to do one tomorrow before I go to work so I can pull some stuff up for you guys because there's a lot of bullet points on there. You watched it as a kid? Yeah. So I believe it happened in 89 or 88. Do you remember, Tammy?
No, because I didn't get watch much of it because I just graduated high school, I remember. So
yeah.
I didn't.
I was like 10 or 11 when it or no, I would have been like 8 or 9 when it happened. No, I was born in 83. So yeah, I was just a little tot.
Yeah, thanks.
Well, you were in school. You were just a little tot too.
No, I graduated in 89. I graduated in 87. So
87?
Yeah. Yeah. I was already graduated when this happened. Yeah.
Holy shit. I feel like Kevin Hart. Damn. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, girl.
We're only as young as we feel. You know that. Or yeah. No, we're only as old as we feel. We're as young as we feel too, which is young.
Yeah, it's just a number. It's okay.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what the rest of this here say.
Member opposed to the brothers' release.
Plans
to file attorney Brian Friedman, who represents 24 family members of Kitty and Jose Menendez and supports the brothers' release, plans to file a petition to transfer their case from the Los Angeles District Attorney's Office to the California Attorney General.
That's right.
Kitty's older sister. It's Jose's older sister. Those are the people that I'm really looking out for to have a voice in this process.
He argues a conflict of interest exists between LA's new district attorney, Nathan Hochman, and his appointee, Kathleen Cady, the newly named director of the Bureau of Victim Services. Cady recently served as the attorney for Kitty's brother, Milton Anderson, the only family member opposed to the brothers' release. She resigned from that role upon joining Hochman's team.
It's really unknown whether or not the California Attorney General will be more favorable to resentencing. But at least at this point, Brian Friedman believes that he's going to fare far better with the Attorney General.
than the LA District Attorney. Hoopman, sworn in earlier this month, has removed 2 deputy district attorneys previously advocating for the brothers' resentencing. He told ABC News.
So they are making moves in this case. So there is some things I'm not like thrilled with, and it still feels like they're still out to punish these boys. But they are making proper moves that should absolutely removing people. And yeah, I would say if the one person was what did they say? He was an attorney for the one person that doesn't agree that the boys should be let out. I'll tell you right now, if they were anywhere in Canada, they would have been free and walking out free a long time ago. That's just the truth of it. I mean, look at my dad, right? So, yeah, it was a while ago for sure. I don't know. What do you think so far, Tammy? You think this is going to be helpful to them or useful to them? You think that they'll have a better shot in California over LA, or kind of same shit, different pile?
Well, it's been so long ago. I think they probably will. I mean, they're going to have people reviewing the case because it's been so long ago, So
Yeah.
people are going to have to refresh their memories and stuff. But I do think it might help them to move it.
Yeah, I think that might be a better idea. Though I think with, today's day and age, everybody is kind of seeing like when we go back and start watching the trials together, you'll see what some of the people actually said, which the judge at the time actually said, well, they're men. So battered women syndrome won't work in this case because they're men. So basically you're saying, they've been abused, but because they're men, there ain't shit you can do about it. But we'll go over that too, where the judge in the original trials was absolutely against them, hardly paid attention. He was like reading books and just like you can just see he didn't give a shit. And there was a lot of pressure on him because OJ got free, and a lot of shit overshadowed the brothers having a fair shot, in my belief. And also the time of it. Men, it's not okay for men to cry. It's not okay for a man, if he is abused, to speak up about it. It's just not okay. A man better not get therapy. A man better hold his feelings to himself and fucking smile and hold his head high as long as he's a man, and that's not right.
Well, in my opinion, and just from my reading that I done on it, I felt like he had them guilty already.
Yeah.
Before their trial even finished, I feel like he just automatically said they were guilty. It was like he was going through the motions because it was a trial.
And they wanted him to find them guilty for sure because they just let OJ go. And they got arrested before OJ even did what he did and did his trial. But then all of a sudden OJ goes first and his trial happens first, and they let a real monster get away with murder. So they weren't going to let Lyle and Erik get away with what they did.
But celebrity, they had to.
Yeah. Now we have to remember that their father, Jose Menendez, was in the music and acting industry. He was a manager. He put money into a lot of movies, RoboCop and all of that. So with it being 2025 and us learning all of the dark world that we've been learning for the past couple years now, and the dark secrets that should have never come out. So they were all hoping in that world.
Yeah.
Let's just really think about who their father really was. And, is it a stretch that he was, and I always thought that he wasn't just, hurting his sons for his own benefit, but I did question where pictures and videos were going that obviously the mother and father were taking and holding on to of the poor kids.
Yeah.
All right, Tammy, I'm going to mute. I have a customer.
Okay.
Take it away, sis.
I was just going to say that, Heather, that he had something to do with Menudo too. I heard that also. Yeah. I think he came out and spoke against him or something. Spoke against the dad, I think. I was going to say, I thought it was Menudo, but I didn't want to say that name if I was wrong. But yeah. There's a lot of that in the entertainment business, I guess, and if you want to call it that. And I always call it Hollyweird because it is for me, but there's a lot of that in that entertainment business. It's scary. I don't know that I'd want anyone in my family to have the talent of singing or acting. It's scary to think that they may run into that. I do remember watching like bits and pieces of it, but I didn't sit and follow the trial. I know, look at Disney. Yes. Would have never thought it, would you? But then if you think about it, it's like their main focus was children. So there's that. I hope everybody's staying warm. It is cold here. We're supposed to get sleet and rain. It is a sick world. It is. It's scary to think about, all these young people that have talent and stuff. Like, what is the I can't even think. My mind's thinking America's Got Talent and American Idol and all them. Think about all those young people that make it there and then they go further, and then you're sending them into that kind of entertainment industry that has got such a bad name. 14. Oh my gosh. It's like 30, but feels like 20 something. So we're supposed to get rain and sleet. School's closed tomorrow because here in the South, if it does that, then everything is shut down because we don't have snow plows or anything like that. So we are automatically shut down if it snows or rains, sleet, ice like that. Not just rain, but ice. AK-47. I like that name. Low 30s, yep. Well, I'm in Louisiana and it's 30 now, but like I said, we got that rain, so it's gonna freeze on the road and then just make it a hazard to drive. Your little girl got a certificate to go and audition for Disney. I said, oh, no. I don't blame you. That's scary, isn't it?
You said it's raining there, sis? Hi, AK. Hey, everyone. Thank you.
Yes, it is raining. Yeah, it is raining, but it's 30 degrees, so we got winter weather advisory, so school's out tomorrow.
Ooh.
Because we Southerners cannot drive in it, and I don't drive in it. I'm not. You don't want me on the road. I know my strengths and my weaknesses, and driving on ice is one of them.
I feel that. Yeah.
Well, it turns into black ice. As it turns in, and then you don't even see it. So, and then you end up hydroplaning, and I'm not like,
oh God.
I'm in a rural, so I'm cornfields and hay fields and.
Hey, how's it going being a firefighter?
Good. I got firefighter of the year again.
Oh my God, congratulations. Of course you did. That is so awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Good. It's going good, yeah. It's going good. I hope nobody has any fires tonight. I worry about it being so cold. And then we have older people, that want to put these little heaters and out, they want to turn these propane heaters on and these space heaters on because they're so cool. And then they, fall asleep and they get the thing falls and it's
shit.
I just worry about the older people, this time of year because they don't get warm enough and they put all these heaters in their house. And so I'm just hoping that, they stay safe and don't try to put too many heaters in a room, and overload their sockets and cause.
Right. Oh my gosh. Now they make them, but you know how the older generation, even like our grandparents, Tammy, like
Yeah.
they like using the old school shit. They don't make them like they used to, and those heaters don't turn off when they fall, or
Well, they'll tell you those don't heat good. They'll tell you, you're like, don't use those, they aren't safe. Get the ones with tip over. Oh, those don't get you warm enough.
right. Yeah.
And I get it. So, but yeah, those are the things that we worry about, when the winter weather comes, is the older people that do live in their homes staying warm, so.
Let me see.
Oh, thank you, Outdoorsy Life. Thank you. And Heather, thank you very much.
I'm looking for like recent updates. That one was from 10 days ago, but I thought I saw one just like the other day. What's this one?
Well, there was quite a few updates, like one behind the other, and then they just stopped giving updates.
Yeah, then they stopped, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, this DA doesn't really like the mother or whatever." And I'm like, "What the fuck?" Now here we go with the fuckery. Like,
Yeah.
nah. And now that they've got their media team like reaching out to content creators to help and give them, I love that. I love that I have bullet points. I love that they're going to be like, here's this, and this is a good thing to talk about. Because listen, I can't do the fighting and the bickering in the Sebastian case. I'm following it. I have my assumptions, thoughts, and opinions.
Yeah, me too.
Still a lot of stuff, I'm not saying publicly right now. Of
Right.
course, we'll never forget summer, and I'm doing stuff silently. It's just, I haven't stopped. I've just stopped going on the YouTube side of things.
Right.
Before I ever even was on YouTube, I was doing these things privately on my own anyway.
Mhm.
But I've been, talking with Billy Joel a lot and kind of getting like, where can I go with my channel? Because I don't want to hurt a case. I
Right.
didn't come into true crime to fight and bicker and, call CPS on another creator or call their job. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's not what I signed up for. I like true crime. I like getting behind the media and knowing that the media is only putting out so much. I like getting the truth or a lie. I just like getting whatever it is from the horse's mouth. And if we can use our platform to raise our voices and help in a movement, well, then that's what I signed up for. I didn't sign up for suing this person, suing that person.
Right.
Hey, give me shit for GoFunding my teeth so that I can be a healthy human, but let me go fund me lawyers and attorney fees because I'm fighting 50 other creators because I got a fat mouth and don't know how to, you know what I mean? Like, that's not what I signed up for. And for me, that's not helping anything. It's not helping Summer. It's not helping Sebastian. They're still missing. They're still arguing. So what the hell? What can I do? You know what I mean? So I've been at a not a standstill, just publicly at a standstill while trying to figure out what for me in my heart can I do going forward where it's productive.
Right. Yeah. And that's, me, I don't like drama.
Right.
I don't put it on. I don't put it on my channel. I try to stay away from it. That's one of the reasons I stepped away from Summer's case, because it got with a
It's
few
too
people,
much. Yeah.
I won't say on here, but it got bad with them. And now Sebastian's case is turning into,
it's ridiculous.
one against the other, and now creators are against you. And I just don't, that's just not helping or solving it. So
So when I got that email and I was like, you know what? Yes, this is what we can do,
Right.
Today I got my snowmobile.
A small channel because I don't do drama, and people are drawn to that. People like
Yeah,
drama.
and they are. Yep. And that's why, reality TV hits so big. But here's the thing is these people attack other creators and, oh, you're a tragedy pimp and blah, blah, blah. And you're doing this up off of, Summer Sebastian's name. Well, you know what? So are you.
Yeah.
You're just using bashing as a roundabout way to be able to hashtag Sebastian and Summer by attacking someone. And you think somehow you're in the right or you're better than the next person?
Right.
The fuck out of here.
Yeah.
No.
Mm-mm.
Oh, here's one from let's see what this one says 5 days ago.
What is the best way to lose this central obesity? Some people call
I
it belly
don't
fat.
know, Dr. Drew.
Also this morning, new developments in the Menendez brothers case. More than 20 years, or 20 members, of Erik and Lyle's extended family met with the LA District Attorney on Friday, making their case that he recommends sentencing the brothers, who are currently serving life without parole for the 1989 murder of their parents. NBC's Liz Croyd spoke with some of the family members after the meeting, and she is joining us now from Los Angeles. Liz, how do they say that meeting went?
Well, hey, Peter, good morning to you. Two of the family members I talked to after the meeting told me that they were overall pleased with how it went. They say the DA was respectful, letting each of the family members speak and explain why they want the brothers released. The DA has not yet revealed his intentions, saying he is still reviewing evidence on both sides of the case.
Yeah.
For the first time,
Still reviewing evidence. Now, we've already seen evidence that they didn't allow. Like, there was for sure abuses in every which way happening. And now we know that. And now you've had other people witness that came forward all that time. And then you have people that are now showing letters they received all those years ago. And so there is new evidence. There's not even some of it's old evidence that the judge and what do you call it, Tammy? The prosecution just didn't enter into the case because back then
those people were kept from giving that stuff.
Yes,
I believe they were kept from giving that evidence to. I mean, if they had have presented the evidence that we see now, I don't think they would have been prosecuted the way they were.
No. And well, I mean, yeah, the evidence today would do a whole lot, but it just, again, back then they knew what was going on, but because they were men, they were shit out of luck pretty much.
And they didn't talk about that kind of stuff back then either.
Right.
That wasn't like now. There's awareness of it, and you can go and talk about it, and people don't treat you the way they would have back then. I mean, they would have never got the kind of help and reception that they would get now back then. It just wasn't
a thing.
No.
Let's see.
Full members of the Menendez brothers family meeting with LA's new district attorney, Nathan Hoffman, making their plea for him to support resentencing Erik and Lyle, who are currently serving life sentences without parole for the 1989 murders of their parents, Jose and Kitty, in their Beverly Hills home, which they say was an act of self-defense after years of abuse by their father.
It was a very productive session where they gave me all their thoughts about what should happen in this case, the ultimate direction that they wanted this case to go.
The meeting with the roughly 20 family members lasted nearly 3 hours after the brother's cousin thanking the DA for his time.
So the problem with what they did is that, and this is where I think now, this is just being honest. Again, I'm not sure. We will be watching everything together. Well, at least some of you will, I hope, because it may not be such high profile now. Even though, I mean, it is. This is one of the cases that absolutely got me interested in true crime as just a little kid, right? We all know the Menendez brothers story, the John Bonet story, and the OJ story, all of which happened kind of boom, 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 within a year or two apart of each other post two. So even if it's two people watching, this is what we will be doing. So again, I did reply and I did accept to use my platform to be a voice for these boys, which I was already doing anyway. So that's what we'll be doing.
Exciting. That's good.
Oh, I'll send you the email because I've been dying to tell someone and show someone.
How many years have they served? Isn't it like 35 already?
Yeah, I think so. So they went to jail in 90,
1 or 2?
I think 2.
2, okay.
So, and this is where I think this is why they want to try and nail Lyle. Now, Lyle is the one who reloaded, right? Because he was hearing noises and he didn't want to, when he shot his parents and heard noises from his mom, didn't want her. Basically, he thought it was inhumane if he didn't like
I get it, yeah.
finish her off, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
So he did. He went back out, if I'm not mistaken, to the trunk of the car, reloaded the gun, walked back in, and shot again. And if you remember, when I started my platform, I was backing Rhonda Glover. I still support Rhonda Glover, and that's a whole nother story for another time. But that's the hang up with Rhonda, is she reloaded not once but twice with a gun that shot 5 or 6 rounds, and she did 13 shots. So if I'm not mistaken, she reloaded twice. And anyway, Lyle allegedly reloaded once or twice himself. When you shoot somebody, you're going to hear noises. You're going to hear the body leaving, or the air leaving the body and such, not to gross anyone out, but you know what I mean? So, but he wasn't in that mind frame or even thinking that. He was just thinking, this isn't humane to leave my mom lying there like that, suffering, because that's what they were trying to do, was end her suffering.
Yeah. And didn't they get sentenced like 2 different times, like months apart?
Yes, they did. I believe so.
Yeah.
I have to refresh on it. So that's what we'll start doing now, is we'll really have to go back to day 1 and start it over.
Yeah. Because they definitely didn't like plan it like some people are saying, because they wouldn't have went on all those trips and stuff after.
Well, they said they planned it like 5 to 7 days in advance, and I believe that.
Yeah.
The thing is, you guys, they were never trying to say they did at first, but you know, who's not? They didn't want to get in trouble, whatever.
Yeah.
But they did confess. Erik is the one who went to the therapist and confessed immediately, you know. So again, there's a lot going into why I believe they want to separate the brothers a lot more now. I do think it will be to have a heavier hand on Lyle than to Erik, which even if they do that, I think they both have served their time, whether we think that Lyle deserves more of a punishment than Erik or not.
Right.
They both been punished. So what I see happening is Erik getting out with time served and being free. And I see Lyle having a little bit of a bigger fight, but I do see him being free as well. His is just going to be, I think, maybe a bigger charge than what Erik would have, and something like that. Because, yeah, they've both been in prison since the 90s.
Yeah.
So let's see what I see.
Very much.
Manslaughter.
Hockman, who took office last month and replaced the former DA who supported the brothers' resentencing effort, has not said where he stands on the case. But he did recently appoint an attorney to a position in his office who had been representing the brothers' uncle, who was against their release. Hockman denied any conflict of interest and said the uncle is no longer that attorney's client.
Kathy Katie is walled off.
I don't care. I am sorry. I do not care. That person should still be excused from handling anything to do with Lyle or Erik. I don't care that they're no longer their attorney, you know?
Right. Yeah. You talking about the female attorney?
I think this is a gentleman. That female attorney, man, did she ever look different? But she's still, she was there for the press conferences and stuff, but no, she's not the lead attorney. I'm not sure she's the attorney anymore, but she still supports them. She's still there supporting them. I think it's different attorneys though. Or maybe she still is on the team. I'm not 100%. We'll all find out together.
I think she retired, but I'm not sure.
She might be retired, yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna mute for a minute. I got a customer. It's all yours, Tammy.
AK-47, I live in BFF too. I mean, we've had it a year, got broadband like last year. So I've only had broadband a year. We used to have the crappy, like HughesNet or the AT&T internet or whatever. So we just got broadband, and it makes a world of difference in the internet. But I live in BFF too. I can't wait to get into the case either, because like I said, I didn't sit through the trial, so it'll be interesting to go back and see all of the things that I didn't get to see, that I missed. Because when I done my reading, I didn't even go and look at any of the trial, or any information. Like Cher just asked me to do a reading, and I said I would, so I did the reading, and I didn't even go look up, any kind of information on the case. So I'm interested into going back through it too. I know it's going to be hard to probably sit through some of that trial though, because of the things that happened to them, but are y'all looking forward to the weekend?
Oh, okay.
What time do you close, Cher?
We close at 10, so we still got a hour. Wait, 2 hours and 10 minutes.
Yeah, I was going to say you're on the same time I am.
Half an hour after that, so like 2 hours and 40 minutes, and I'll be home. See, I don't know. I know some people don't like when I go live when I'm at work, but it's like, you know what? Well, then you're hardly going to hear from me, and maybe that's what I want, but fuck them.
That's right.
Fuck them. They all told me to go find a real job. I did that. Maybe they should. Maybe they should. Oh, I want to hear what's this guy say.
I've had very limited conversations with Kathy Katie about this.
With just 4 weeks until the critical resentencing hearing, Hochman saying he is currently in the midst of reviewing all the evidence.
4 weeks. Okay, so this was 5 days ago. So we got a month. All right, so we got to get to work with dredging up the past and going through and getting ourselves refreshed. Tammy, you with me on this or what?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay,
He says he is viewing the brothers
with Kathy Katie about this.
With just 4 weeks until the critical resentencing hearing, Hochman saying he is currently in the midst of reviewing all the evidence. He says he is viewing the brothers' cases separately.
Now, that might lead you to the same results. It might lead you to different results. That's what this analysis is all about.
Now, Hochman says he is currently reviewing transcripts from the original trials and speaking with people involved with those trials, as well as reading the brothers' prison files as he comes to his own recommendation. And well, the DA's decision isn't.
So I guess you guys know what that means. We're actually going to have to reach out and see if we can speak to the brothers, or one or both, or family, whatever. But I guess, the first step, and, I was reached out to. So I have gone on a couple other people's panels, and I've done some on other platforms. So I guess, some people saw that I was passionate about this case already. So here we are. I'm going to send you a copy of the email, Tammy. You're going to be like, oh my gosh.
I wonder how many people have tried to reach out to them.
Oh, so
This has
many.
occurred.
Probably so many. But this is so this is their like media team people.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Gypsy Rose had her baby, huh?
Mm.
OMG.
Mm. AK-47, that sounds great. A
Was
beautiful. It sounds like it's a beautiful place. Read his comment.
Let me find it. I'll open up the panel for a little bit here. Okay, AK-47. His last comment?
Yeah.
Oh, be so cool to watch.
Wonderful.
Look at the locks. I own a house that looks over Salt Site Marie. Oh my gosh, one of these days you're gonna retire, you're gonna stay out there. Oh my gosh, that sounds really pretty. So you like fishing and hunting and that kind of stuff, AK? Fishing, probably for sure. Sounds lovely. You ready for the deep dive, Heather? Absolutely. You'll have to give me a shout because if we're going to be taking this quite seriously, then we should be also having we got to get our team together. We'll have to have some, team meetings and do the best that we can. So obviously, Tammy, that you're free to use anything on your channel because we can only be louder together, right? I'm not, this isn't, no case I ever hop on, I'm ever trying to keep all to myself, I need people, and I do no justice for anybody or any case if I'm trying to hog a situation or a case. It's not even my story just so I can get a view over someone. That's not how it works for me ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. What do they say here?
Important. It will ultimately be up to a judge to determine whether the brothers should be resentenced and potentially released. That 2-day hearing is scheduled for the end of January. Peter, guys.
Ooh, Judge Judy. What does Judge Judy think about the Menendez
She must be a
brothers?
runner. That's funny you say that. They were convicted and sentenced to 2 consecutive life sentences.
Now, the Menendez brothers, who claimed they killed their parents in 1989 after a lifetime of abuse, may be set free after former Los Angeles District Attorney George Ascon sensationally recommended resentencing.
They have been in prison for nearly 35 years. I believe that they have paid their debt to society.
It was all in response to a public outcry that was fueled in part by a Netflix documentary on the case and the wildly popular Ryan Murphy series Monsters, which is a retelling of the true story. We asked Judy if she believed Monsters played a role in the decision.
It certainly was influenced by the Netflix.
Okay, it might have been heightened, but here's the thing. They put that on Netflix already knowing what the establishment was working on, which is why it was a hit on Netflix, because it's something that, it's an old case, which everyone loves. And we all knew that there was new evidence already before that show. So, Netflix did themselves a favor by jumping on it at the exact right time to profit. Talk about tragedy pimping is exactly, that's what they do. Yeah. So, just like news reporters, they have a special calendar that they keep when they know high profile people are being taken to jail or being let out of jail. They are always the first to know so that they can get the story. It's a really well-oiled machine, this establishment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And we don't know the whole story either until, they think they've given what they wanted us to know, but they haven't given them a fair chance at telling the whole story, I don't think.
No, they've kept a lot of stuff silent, and whether you agree with them or don't agree with them, I'm not sure the people that can talk away what some of the evidence that's coming out now that they helped bury all that time.
Right.
And You know, it's nobody wants to look stupid, and no cops or judge want to be looked at or called wrong, you know, or maybe they messed up or whatever. Corruption runs very deep. We can't forget, again, the world that Mr. Jose comes from is the entertainment world. Oh, I got another customer. So,
Yep. Yeah, the entertainment world doesn't have a good reputation right now. More stuff about it's coming out now, it seems. Thank you, Moonshadow, for pronouncing it, showing how to pronounce it like that. Sault Ste. Marie. Okay. You probably hear my cats. They're chasing each other through the shed.
they're chasing each other through the shit.
Through the shed. I'm in my shed, and the cat was in, let's see, October. We went to a fire at 2:00 in the morning, and we went to get the fire truck at the firehouse, and I kept hearing this little noise. It was a little cat, and I seen him, I found him, but I'm like, dude, I can't put you on the fire truck. So if you're here when I get back, I'll bring you home with me. And he was. So now he's here.
Oh, sorry.
So now he's here. So
Aw.
he's like 5 months old, and he's chasing the other two cats that are older around.
He sounds cute.
He's wanting to play, and they're really not wanting to play.
Wait, how many do you have?
3. And they were all rescued, every one of them.
Oh, I love that. My dad rescued a black cat because I told him, you know, black cats are the least to get adopted. So then his landlord, so it's like the landlord's house, and then there's a guest house in the beautiful backyard, and so my dad rents the guest house. So anyways, my dad and his buddy both took a cat home from the same shelter, and now it's Misty and Panther, so they're boyfriend and girlfriend, and they get to see each other every day still now.
Aw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So cute.
He's a orange kitty. He's what they call the ginger kitties.
Ginger.
Yeah, he's solid orange.
It's like my son's got an orange cat. He calls him Rusty.
Well, I named him Salem because at first he was so tiny when I got him. He was barely eating, and I thought it was a little girl, but it is not. It is not. I found out that it is not.
It's like when I thought Chubbs was a pregnant girl, and no. They were like, no. I'm like, but I thought that cats that had 3 or more of the same, or 3 or more colors was a female, but no. Yeah. Oh. Now I can see. What's Eve saying? Oh, make sure you hit the thumbs up. Thank you, Eve. Yeah, nobody cares because it's not drama or, you know, going live 24/7 about the same fucking thing in the same case, even though there's no new updates. You know, I can't get behind that shit.
Yeah.
I'll watch it and I support, you know, but for me, I can't do that.
Yep.
How's my stamping skills? I'm making the pretty bags because there's like hardly any customers.
Oh, so you're making bags for the
Stamping bags,
stamping bags.
stamping bags, and snacks.
Snacks.
Oh, you're from Lower Michigan, Moon Shadow. There's a link in there if you guys want to pop up on panel. It's just kind of a chill. I was very excited to be asked to help be a voice on behalf of the Menendez brothers. That is something that
is very exciting.
Makes me happy. You know, I want to do something useful with my platform.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I dropped it on the ink. Oh well. Fuck it.
They'll probably be okay. They're gonna throw it in the trash anyway, right? Uh-oh, there goes the camera.
There goes the neighborhood. I need a new phone, but I don't get my upgrade until March, so
Not too much longer.
not too much longer, but you fucking know how that's gonna go. It's gonna break like mid-February or something.
Yeah.
Like I know in the States with Verizon, sometimes they would let you do the early upgrade if it was like 90 days early, but they don't do that around here.
Well, I'm up for an upgrade, but I hate to go in because, you know, they always say, oh, you got a free upgrade. Well, no, you don't, because you're going to charge me $45 for an activation fee.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then, you know, so I'm not really getting a free upgrade. Not really.
Shoot. Yeah, I'm going to have to pay an activation fee, and then I'll pay for my phone every month for the 2 years. So that's going to be another $30 on the $100.
And I'll have to have another case because the one I have doesn't fit
right
the phone. So, you know, yeah. And I have to have tempered glass put on the front of mine because I'm
going to this time. Yeah.
Between the fire truck and you know, getting on the fire truck and all of that, I drop it. So that tempered glass has saved my phone a lot.
So tell me how that goes. So have you had to rush out to any fires yet?
We haven't had any for probably a couple of weeks. We've had a couple, but they were assisted fires to another district, and then we got 1022. So we left and went and started to go that way, and then they were like, we can handle it. So 1022 means cancel the run. So we came back. So we haven't had any major fires lately, and I'm glad for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, so how does it go? So you're at the station house. Do you have certain times you have to stay at the firehouse, and then if a fire breaks out, you guys gotta go down the stripper pole, and then
No, we're volunteers, so we don't stay at the station. We stay at home.
And then they just call you.
Yeah, well, we have fire radios. Our radio go off, and
so you don't get to go down the stripper pole.
Yeah, we don't have a stripper pole. No.
Oh.
No.
I took some of the fun out of it.
Yeah, we don't have one. No. So we're at home, and then when we have a fire, our radio will go off and tell us it's our district, and we'll go to whichever fire station is closer, and we'll get the trucks and go to the fire. So our firefighters don't get paid.
Okay.
It's strictly volunteer. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice of you.
Yeah. Strictly volunteer paid. Yeah.
I wonder, is that how it always goes? Like, is that how it goes everywhere? Because I feel like I've heard that before. I don't know anyone that's been a firefighter, but people get paid to be a firefighter.
Yeah, there's paid fire departments. Ours just our parish, because I'm in Louisiana, so we have parishes. Our parish is just not paid firefighters. We're all volunteers.
Oh, that's nice of you guys. Oh, you're in.
Like my dad was a firefighter and a fire chief. He was a firefighter for over 40 years, and I grew up in the parish next to this one, and he was a paid firefighter. So that parish pays their firefighters. This one I live in does not. So it's all volunteer. So it depends on your parish or your county that you live in if you're paid or you're volunteer.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I can't see.
Moon Shadow says, I would love to have a new phone, but Metro PCS doesn't give current customers a good deal on phones anymore.
Metro PS. I've heard about them.
Yeah.
Did they ever do good deals?
We just have Verizon and AT&T, and I think further in different parts of the parish, I think Sprint, but you can't even get Sprint here, because if you get Sprint here, you will get no service. There are like no Sprint towers nowhere around here. We had
Yeah, Sprint kind of fell off. But I know Verizon has really, really good. They got towers everywhere. Their service is really, really good.
we used to have Verizon, but where we live now, we kept get roaming, and then they sent us a thing, and they were like, "You're gonna have to change phone services because we don't have any towers close enough to you, and you keep roaming." So
I bet those fees were crazy.
Yeah, so we had to go to AT&T, which has been good, fine for us, but. Hi, Emmett.
Hi, Emmett. So I really wish I could pull my email out, but I'll have to send you a copy of the email. Like I said, they offered me $1,000 to start, and I'm not going to accept it. If they do somehow give me $1,000, we will donate the full amount to a charity in Erik and Lyle's name.
Oh, that would be nice. Yeah.
Yeah, because YouTube, I got my ads on. I'm a monetized channel on YouTube and from work, so like I'm getting paid anyway. You know what I mean? So I don't need it. So if that's a real thing, and if it is, I will of course be transparent with everybody, and we will talk together all as a family and choose where we would like to donate that money.
Well, they really seem to want to get the story out and bring awareness that they are, things are progressing and moving forward for them. So
Yeah.
that's good that they want to bring it back out in the forefront.
Yeah. Yeah. And we won't, another reason this platform doesn't like to accept money when helping someone have a voice or being a voice or whatever you want to call it is because we don't want to be biased. Though sometimes we end up being very biased. Some people would say I'm biased in Quentin's case, but I believe many people owe Billy Joe and the family many apologies because while everyone's moved on or whatever, that's still an ongoing thing.
Right.
But I'm still there. I still talk to Billy Joe. I'm the one who got to be heartbroken seeing the pictures and videos of her finally being able to lay Quentin to rest. It's not over for them. If anything, it's actually just beginning. You know what I mean? So that's hard for me too with being a YouTuber, is that the next case comes for everyone and they move on and whatnot. But for me, it's like, but that's not it, right? Because, my dad and all the issues he had and things that we go through, it's not over. Like every day, I still pray that, his medications work, his regimen remains working, and that he never goes back to a jail cell. And I know that's not going to happen. He's not going to end up back in prison. But most people don't understand that that's not just said and done. You know what I mean?
Well,
there was once upon a time my dad begged at prison to keep him,
Yeah.
And it's going to be hard. That's another thing. Erik and Lyle are middle-aged men now.
Yeah.
And so they, just because they get out and will be free, they have a lot of rehabilitating to do.
I was gonna say the things are totally different from
It's
when
yes.
they went in prison to now. I mean, it's
Yeah. So I hope that the support to see that they have around them of their extended family, even of their own parents, supporting them. I have a lot of hope for them to rehabilitate, well, but it's going to be a chore. People, they are absolutely institutionalized. And for the most part, they might be like, fucking send me back. I can't handle this world.
Yeah. Yeah. I was going to say, because they will be like around people.
Yeah.
A lot of people at one time, if they go out, I'm sure they're not used to crowds and it's going to be totally different for them. A lot of used to. Yeah.
Hey, Killer. I was actually just thinking about you. If you're in here, Killer, give me a whoop whoop if you can hear me. If not, I'll message you on, the TikTok, because I need to talk to you. So please, here's my email just in case you forget. Otherwise, message me on the TikTok-y. Hi, Rosie.
TikTok-y.
Yeah, the TikTok-y. So, okay, I have a lot of stuff that I need to get done before the store.
Hi, Rosie May.
And I don't want to forget anything.
I did. Yeah. Okay.
I don't want to forget anything. I'm going to do a live tomorrow at work too. I'm working, through till like Monday, but if you guys don't mind, then I don't mind, because I've missed everybody. And I do there's 22 people in here. I like it like that sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's nice.
Yep.
It is nice. Hard, but with Billy Joe, I firmly believe that I was supposed to meet Billy Joe. It sucks in how I met her and how I know her, but I know I'm supposed to know her.
Yeah.
So, and I've learned so much, and I think it was very much needed. Hi, Trina.
Hi, Trina.
So I'm gonna get going off of here, but I'm gonna text you, Tammy, and I'm gonna send you a copy of the email.
Okay.
Because I'd like you to definitely be a part of the team. Maybe we could get another 2 or 3 people to be a part of this so that we can be louder. But I'll text you. I'm gonna end this one here so that I can make sure that I get everything done that I'm supposed to, because it's the assistant manager in tomorrow morning before I'm in, so I gotta make everything nice.
That's right. I don't want you to get in trouble.
No, I don't want to get in trouble.
No.
They're cool, but if I don't get my shit done, they're not going to be that cool.
Right? I was going to say, yeah. Yeah.
But thank you for joining and helping. And I'm going to text you later. I might give you a call tomorrow before I go to work so we can make a game plan.
Okay, that works.
So, and if you think of anyone we should invite, or if you guys want to be on this team and help, and you're supportive and believe the Menendez brothers was done dirty, and that they, even if you don't agree with everything, especially not everything that I agree with, or, you have an opinion, then you're welcome to join. So I will see you guys again tomorrow, though. I'm going to try and do a stream before I go to work so that we can, properly pull up some stuff. So, Tammy, I love you, sis.
Love you.
Members, mods, thank you so much for supporting. I've got members stuff planned, especially now with, being invited into helping in a situation. So I am going to focus. 2025 is the year. You guys help with, you know, the extra by being a member. I want to put extra out there. But what I will do is end up after the members get it for, you know, so long, then I'm going to have to make some of it public, especially dealing with the Menendez brothers. But
Yeah.
I do feel bad because, you know, 99 cents is a lot, and that can, you know, fuck someone's card up and overdraft and lead to more money. And I don't want to do that. So, but the people that do pay the extra, they do deserve extra. So tomorrow, I got a hot topics. Be there or be square, and I'll be gifting 10 memberships because I got 10 memberships to give away at the beginning of the month. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, and I'll give away the memberships tomorrow. Thanks for hanging. Do some research into the Menendez brothers, the past trials, and go ahead and watch the Netflix monsters, you know, because we'll be having many a conversation. So with that, I'll say have a good rest of your night, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Love you. Bye.
Good night, everybody. Bye.
Thanks, Tammy.
Bye. Love ya.
Love you, sis. Bye.
Bye.